on the 5,000 naira transport subsidy that we are trying to work out to provide a succor for the eventual removal of the fuel subsidy. So the PIA, the Petroleum Industry Act, has a provision that all petroleum products must be deregulated. And in the 2020 budget, we made a provision to assume that at the maximum, by the end of June, we must exit subsidy. So this last FAAC, the subsidy cost to the Federation was 243 billion. So if you look at a cost of about 250 billion per month, and it has been increasing consistently, so we got something like, we're expecting something like 120 billion per month from NNPC. Now we're getting to a point when NNPC is remitting near zero. And if we don't stop, we'll get to a point when they'll be giving us a bill to say you have to actually pay me this for managing the fuel provision in the country. So if you take 250 billion times 12 months, that is about 3 billion naira. If we don't remove, 3 trillion naira. If we don't remove that, that is what is costing us. This is money that we can use to apply to health and to education. The intervention we want to provide, so we said between 20 to 40 million people, and there's still a lot of work going on within a committee that is chaired by His Excellency the Vice President, with the states as members and a few of us ministers as members. So we have to have a landing as to the exact number, between 20 to 40. We already agreed it will be 5,000 naira. And we also agreed that the remittances have to be done digitally. So the e-naira will help, but also so the various payment platforms that are currently available. What we will not do is paying people in cash. So it will be transfers that people will receive through one kind of electronic money or the other. And it's meant to be for a period of 6, 9, or 12 months. So these are things that we're still negotiation, because it's still money that will have been for the Federation account. So everybody that is a member of FAAC has to agree on the numbers. The maximum will be 12 months. The minimum will be 6 months. We thought it was important to do this to give people a chance to adjust before the other support measures that federal government is working on materialize. And that is the provision of alternative to PMS, which is CNG, that is having mass transit vehicles converted to CNG. And also the bringing on stream of petroleum refineries, including the Dangote refinery, so that it reduces even the need to import the PMS in the first place. So that's the logic behind targeting the middle of next year. This money is meant to provide relief to the very poor and the very vulnerable. And from the experience that we have had on the conditional cash transfer, it shows that 5,000 naira that some people think is small actually makes a difference to families. It helps them to provide not only their basic needs, but we've seen women who are caregivers of these families actually start doing small trades, and they're able to maintain themselves thereafter. So in a way, it is not just consumption, it also helps to improve the productive activities of people that are at the bottom of the pyramid. I remember during the COVID-19 pandemic, we had more people becoming vulnerable, especially in the urban areas. So we're not covering just the rural poor, but also the urban poor. And this exercise of the registration will be led by on the part of the federal government. The Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs has that responsibility. They're already developing this register. But the states are also going to be actively involved in providing this electronic register through which these payments platforms through which the transfers will be undertaken. And also, how long will this intervention last? Okay, 6 months to 12 months. and the committee is still working, so we'll have a landing very soon on how long, how much, and then the procedure on a state-by-state basis.
Do you also consider that 5,000 that was feasible, adequate for people, for the less vulnerable, in 2020 or even 2019, the same amount is no longer, adequate for such families because of the high rate of food now and all of that? So everything has really gone up. Will 5,000 still be okay?
Well, what government is providing is support, and support to augment what the families already have. We wish we can do more, but we're also limited in terms of the maximum of what government can afford to do at any point in time. And then there's nothing stopping the states to add more than the 5,000 that is going to come from the Federation pool. So some states might decide to do more where they can afford it, but federal government right now is just looking under this committee, looking at 5,000 naira per month.